Liverpool versus everybody. What's going on, guys? Just coming back. Had some time to see my son, put a smile on my face. Got a chance to listen to some things that other people think, fans, pundits, whatever. Look at This is Anfield, and just keep my ears and eyes open to what other people are saying, and try to get my thoughts together to come back and have something, maybe more to say with a clearer mind. And I want to start out by saying the way we opened this game up was phenomenal. Even with the chances that we missed, which, in hindsight, you could say that we should have been a bit more clinical on. But we also need to be a little bit thankful that Sevilla wasn't as clinical with their chances in the first goal. The one off the bar, the one to the left, and I guess there was one that Karius saved. Again, I was watching a really terrible stream at a pub of all places. The Borussia Dortmund and Tottenham game was clear. The Real Madrid and whoever they were playing were clear, but for some reason the Liverpool game wasn't clear. Nor was it clear to me, and nor is it now, to how we capitulated. But before I get to that point, I want to talk about Alberto Moreno. He's been getting a lot of praise this season, and some of it rightfully so, even some for me, because anything but what he did last season was acceptable. Let's be real about it. He hasn't really set the world on fire. People like Redman TV will lead you to believe he's one of our candidates for Player of the Year if there was such a thing at this point in the season. I think that's a bit much, a bit of a stretch. He's been solid. That's it. I mean, so I don't really get the overhype on that. My biggest question is why, if he's been so solid, why all of a sudden, yet again, does he come up small against his old team? I think his boyhood team as well. He grew up supporting that team. Why is it that is that just a coincidence? I don't really get that. So that's frustrating. At the same time, I don't know if I'm ready to just put all the blame on him or Henderson. And everyone knows I'm not crazy about Henderson, but I think collectively in that second half we just didn't do well. Yes, those problems, those errors, individual errors, mental lapse, which I think is laughable. That Klopp said it wasn't a mentality thing in his post-match. I'll get to Klopp shortly, but just really disappointing. A disappointing way to finish that game when there was no need to do that. And we're a joke right now to people. And honestly, I can't knock that. We're a joke. I mean, this is something that everyone comes to expect from us, and a lot of our fans expect it, and a lot of us are negative. And look, listen, today, everybody who moans or usually moans, maybe sometimes for no reason or when it's not really due, deserve to moan today. I mean, that was just abysmal to just fall in that game like that. So on to Klopp. I love Klopp, and never, well, I shouldn't say never, but at this point, I'm not gonna say Klopp out. I don't believe that at all. I'm not gonna let this game, or to be fair, several games where these kinds of things happen, compel me to say that. I don't agree with that. People who believe that's your opinion, fine. I'm not gonna knock you for it. At the same time, Klopp will not last at this club, mark my words, if he doesn't get this thing sorted out. Take a page from Jose Mourinho. Klopp has been coaching for way too long, and every time I think that he has a different way of playing, he proves me wrong. The West Ham game was a game where you thought, okay, we stayed back compact. Now, I don't know if, this win streak we've been on has been great, and I don't know if it's because of the opposition that we've been playing that it's looked great. I hate to believe that, but you come up against a good team like Sevilla, and you think, oh, you know what, we're streaming. And then to let that happen, you got to take a page out of Mourinho's book. Sit back. All this heavy metal football needs to be toned down, man. It's 3-0 away from home. Have 7 people behind the ball, your 4 defenders, your 3 midfielders, and your keeper. Let your 3 guys up top, Mane, Salah, Firmino, run free. Catch him on the counter. But there's no way in the world that you can play attacking football the whole game when you're 3 up away from home. That makes no sense, Klopp. None. I'm talking like he's going to actually look at this, but it doesn't make any sense. You can't do that. You should know better. And all I'm saying is, until you fix some things, you're not going to be here long, buddy. You are not going to be here long, and that would be a shame because I feel like you are the one that will take us to where we need to be, and get us trophies and things. I really do believe that. People might think I'm stupid or whatever. I'm sure that the pro Klopp out people would think I'm crazy, but I believe Klopp is the man. At the same time, you know, in the off season, even in January, I gotta say it. You know, you need to get your recruitment team together and make some damn decisions, man, for real. Some of these players on this team are just not fit for it. I'm not gonna go through the whole list because, like I said tonight, it was collectively in the second half we were bad. Now, again, with the tactics, if we would have played back behind the ball, I think we see that out. You know, the first goal goes in, you're thinking, okay, what are we gonna do now? Because I'm thinking we were moving in that first half. I'm thinking we'll score at least 1 or 2, right? No, second goal comes in. Then you're really thinking, Liverpool, really? And then that third goal comes in, and I'm out of the bar, and I'm speechless, man. Didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to say. Didn't see that coming. Almost thumbs down my halftime video just because I was so pissed of like yet again allowing Liverpool to lead me to believe that we can finish a game like that. And now I sound negative, but you know, listen, this is unacceptable. It's unacceptable. We got a big game against Chelsea, and I'm gonna tell you something. If we play like that, Morata, Hazard, whoever else they got up top, they're gonna eat us alive, man. They're gonna eat us alive. So we gotta sort the back out, man. Klopp, please, when we have those leads and we're winning games, just sit back, man. Especially a game like that away from home. I just don't. That's so frustrating for me that he can't do that. I mean, bump what people think, what the fans think we played born for, whatever. It's 3-0. Everybody will be happy. You know, people not Mourinho, but he knows what he's doing when he does that. When he sits his guys back when they got the lead. You know, it's got to change. That one way of football is not going to work because if you live by that attack all day, you're going to die by it, and we do that far too often. So, you know, by tomorrow, hopefully I'll be sobered up and it's not from liquor, but just the bad feeling of this game and being in a different mind frame. But you know, we have to. It's a quick turnaround. We got to be ready for Chelsea. But yeah, Klopp's got to take a lot of the blame for this game. He has to. That's the only way I can really look at it. And you know, all the complaining about who we should have got, we already know that this is who we have. Maybe in January we can address those things, but this is who we got. We got to stick with it. So it's what it is. But all the hashtag FSG out, just stop it with that, please. FSG didn't play on the field today. These players need to find a pair of balls, a mirror to look in, and standing up and being counted for this. It's got to end. Chelsea's up next. See you then.